Hello, hello. Good seeing all of you again. Well, I'm not seeing you, but you're seeing me, so it's close enough. Anyways, we're back for another exciting episode of the Stafford Media channel. And today, we are going to be editing our basic shots. Now, I actually already shot this video, and it came out fine, but I'm still having issues in making sure that we have Adobe CC on your computer and getting that into your hands. Now, you'll have a computer, but I swear it's driving me crazy. I've been talking to practically everybody who is anybody in the district, and I still can't get a straight answer. And it's not just me. All the video teachers and photography teachers in the district are facing the same issue. And so yeah, I am going to proceed as if maybe it won't happen. I don't know. I'm hoping it will. Crossing my fingers, because all those apps are super cool. But if it doesn't happen, or even if it does happen, it might be kind of a cool thing to know how to do this on your phone as well. What do I mean? Like, I am recording this with a couple of very cool cameras that you are able to check out and use at school. And they're both super nice. But you don't get to take these home at the end of the year. Even if you do get your hands on them like second semester or in subsequent years or whatever, you don't get to take them home. But you will be able to have access to your phone. And so if you know how to do this on your phone, then you're actually taking some valuable skills with you that you'll be able to use in next year whenever you're seniors, but then also in college and beyond. You should be making like the best videos of travel and cool things. Maybe you want to promote your business someday, whatever it is you want to do. This is really where it's at. I mean, these are cool right here, these very cool cameras, but guess what? Everybody's going to have one of these. And so if you can learn to make just cool, simple videos, that's really an awesome thing. And you know, as I gave it some thought, I said, you know, really what videography and filmmaking are about is really tell me a good story and show me that story in a very captivating way. And whatever tool you use it's fine. I mean, you know, and so really, let's go ahead and try some of this. All right, so the program that I believe you're going to use, when I say I believe, everybody has, here's the biggest problem. Everybody has a different one of these. I have an iPhone. I couldn't even tell you what version it is. It's not that new, not that old. But some people are going to have Samsungs, and some people are going to have, I don't know, you know, Google phone or whatever. And so everybody's going to have a different one. I'm going to show you how to use Premiere Rush. Now, on your computers, hopefully you'll have Adobe Premiere. But for the phones, they came out with something called Premiere Rush. It's a scaled down version. With Adobe Premiere, professional videographers and filmmakers make films, feature-length films, commercials, music videos, you name it. They've done it on computers using Adobe Premiere. Now, with Premiere Rush, probably not so much, but it teaches you all of the necessary skills that you're going to need to go from here onto here. So what you're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and record my camera here. I mean my phone. All right, so I am recording all this right now. So you're going to need to download Premiere. So you can go to the App Store. Now that's if you're an Apple person, but hi, I'm recording right now. Can you come back later? Can you come back later? He thinks it's getting close to his dinner time, but it's not there yet. So can you come back later, please? Can you come back later? All right, well, you can just stay there. That's okay. Okay. That's Winston, by the way. It's Winston. He's a good dog. And so go to your App Store, and you're going to download something called Adobe Premiere Rush. Now, mine already says open, so you can just click on download. Make sure you ask your parents' permission before you do that, but you should be able to do that. So I already have it on mine, so I'm going to go and find it. And it's right there, Premiere Rush. And on here, I already have a project. Now, I shot, whenever I did basic shots, I did half of it on this camera right here. So I didn't get those files and put them in here. You're going to shoot all of it on here. So I only have about half of the files anyways. So I'm not going to do the project beginning to end, because once you see how to do a few clips, you should know how to do it, okay? So there's only a few clips on here, but so let's go ahead and take a look at this. I'm going to go ahead and hit play. And this is kind of a wide two-shot. Call it a two-shot. There's two people in it. And that's like a cut-in shot there. Remember, you're going to do all these basic shots. So you have them written down. Put them on notes on your phone. And that'd be like a medium close-up. Notice it has some nice audio in there. I could put titles in there too. And that's like a bird's eye shot. And there would be one over the shoulder shot. You can see how if I stop it, notice how it wasn't showing all that in real time, so it'll keep going. Alright, there's another over the shoulder shot. Alright, so you get the idea. So let's go ahead and make one of these. So I'm going to go back to the home screen. Home screen is where all of your projects are kept. And incidentally, as soon as you're done with one project, you're going to want to clean it off of your phone. Or if you're using your parents' phone, clean it off of your phone, because video files are huge and you're going to fill up your parents' phone really quick, and they're going to be mad at you and they're going to be real mad at me. So as soon as you're done with your project, you have to make sure you upload it, which we'll go over that. But then once you know it's uploaded, and then once you know I have it in my turn-in folder, then you can delete it off of your phone. Okay? So when you're on your home screen, I'm going to go ahead and leave this one here, but I'm going to say let's make another one, and I'm going to say create new project, and I'm going to add media. And I'm going to add stuff from the camera roll. And it says project name. I'm going to call it Basic Shots 2, because I already did a Basic Shots. I'm going to call it Basic Shots and 2. All right. And now it says, well, where are they at? So I'm going to say bring in like all of these. I'm still thinking here. And I'm going to add these. And you can change it, like if I wanted that to be 4, not to be 5, and boom, that to be 6. So I think that's all of them. I'm going to say now, create. It's thinking. And there they all are. Now if you can't see everything, it's all kind of scrunched in. You're going to like, I'm taking my fingers and I'm swiping here, pulling apart. I'm sorry, not swiping, kind of pulling them apart. At this point, you can kind of look at it, see what you have. There's no music in there yet. Now, most of the time in your clips, you don't want clips to go on forever. Now, occasionally in movies, we'll watch some movies, and you'll learn how sometimes you want a really short, fast edit. Things move very quickly. Other times, you're going to want to learn to hold the shot longer. But in this case, they all should be just a couple seconds long, and that's fine. So the way you make it shorter, if you don't want that, is I can take it, click there, and it takes a little bit of finessing, but I kind of squeeze it in there, and being a little tricky. Try taking my other finger here, and there we go. I was able to take that and slide it right to the cursor. And so then watch the next one. This one might be too long too. Way too long. That's more than enough, so I can simply take it and slide it down. Let's go ahead and watch this one. There's my daughter. And I'll go ahead and take that and oops. And I can pop that in there like that. You'll notice I can also rearrange the clips. So if I take all my clips and I'm now pulling them or sliding them together, if you want to reposition your clips, you can do that. Like if I wanted to take that one and move it there instead, like you thought, hey, my story. Right now this isn't a story, this is just, we're just doing an exercise. But if you wanted to move stuff around, like if I were actually putting dialogue in there and what my daughter said came first, then I could simply take it and take a certain clip and move it around and put it there instead. We're going to learn about something called the 180-degree rule pretty soon, to where I'm shooting on one side of them and I wouldn't want to go over and shoot the other side, because otherwise it's really weird and awkward, and we'll learn about the 180-degree rule later. So I'll go ahead and let's go ahead and look at this. See, I'm actually taking my finger, this is called scrubbing, taking my finger and I'm moving it back and forth. And so again, now in this case, if we don't need the audio here. You click back there and oops, a little tricky. Yeah, there we go. And I'll do the same with that. Just looking at them. And I'm seeing I left my finger up on the top of the video, which isn't cool, but yeah, it's all good. And so finally, we probably wouldn't want to end with that one, so I'll move that in there, and there it is. And see if it's not too long. And there we go. All right, so we started with a nice wide establishing shot, kind of showing what we were doing, just sitting out on the front porch and all that fun stuff. So let's add some stuff to this. We're going to need to add some audio. Now, half of video is audio. Audios are the sounds. Audio is the sounds that you're going to put in there. So part of it might be music. Your homework tonight, watch a movie. Watch a movie and notice how important music is. Like turn off, mute your TV and go, oh, wow, it's kind of lacks impact and feel. That's really what music's there for. So let's go ahead and put some in there. I will say, though, most of the time it should not be overdone. If it's overdone, it's just like, so don't overdo it. So there's a little plus right there. I'm going to say, what am I going to add? I am going to add some media. And I'm going to add, you see, like, here's all different folders that are on my phone here. And so I'm going to say add Rush soundtracks. And I listened to a few of these. And the one that I think I liked was, oh, not that one. Let's see. Was it that one? That was the one I liked. It kind of felt right. So I'm going to say, go ahead and add that one. So it's thinking. And now as you listen to it, there they are. You'll also notice that now it wasn't that important what they were saying, but sometimes it will be very important what people are saying. And you don't want people to go, what was that last line? What was that last line? I didn't catch that. So you want to make sure that you trim your audio in places to where you turn it up and down. It's called ducking it. But in this case, this app is so basic it doesn't allow a lot of like making it go up and down in certain places, which Premiere, when you're on your computers, yeah, you can make it go down just like one little section, and then make it go back up. In this case, you really can't do that, but you can if you go to, right, it's, I'm sorry, wrong one. You go to, click on the, I'm looking here, the audio button, and I basically say, there's mute, there, we'll turn it up, and I need my glasses. Right there. Oops, wrong one. I was just doing this. And mute clip, type music, no, wrong one. I'll edit this out. There it is. Okay, it's clip volume. I should wear my glasses when I do this. Here we go. Yeah, we're reading glasses. Oh my goodness, that's better. All right. Hello again. Not yet. All right, so I'm going to take it, turn it down a little bit. I turned it down to about 35, and now I'm going to turn it down even more. And now I can hear them. Now, I don't mind it being a little bit loud there.
Also, that's weird, but it's like, I don't know.
Now I can hear my daughter talking.
How about a cut-in blurry to sharp from her phone?
So you'll also notice then that this goes way longer than, oh hey, is there another volume? No, it just mutes it there. There is another thing where I can take this and slide it in. And I keep sliding it so it gets shorter and shorter. And it's shorter and shorter, so I'm just sliding that in there. And all of that. Just trimming that down because it's way longer than the clip. So I just have to keep going, sliding and sliding and sliding. And there we go. See, it's a way longer song than the few clips that I have in here. And let me zoom that out. See if I can pull that out. And still sliding it, making it shorter, shorter, shorter. Yeah. It's a little hard with your thumbs, to be 100% honest. And still going, still going. You can also, there are other ways to do this, and I noticed that there is a tool in here. So let me find my tools. Whoops. Yeah, I got my thumbs went a little crazy here. And you notice there's some tools down here. I can also take the scissors, and you'll see how that cut it right there. And I can take my cursor and put it right there and say, okay, let's trim that off. And trim that right there, and so then I click there and delete. You can also do that. It's probably a little quicker doing that, actually. So now when we sit here, let me pull it out and we'll look at this. Sit there and watch it. Hopefully it'll turn sideways for us here. Not too bad, not too bad. What else can I add to this? There's some other things you can add, and I am going to add, I mean, there's a lot of, we're not even going over all the features that this has because I don't want this video to take forever, but you can add, like I will need to add titles, and I want you to title all of these shots. Like for example, if I wanted this one here to say now you can't move these around really, and that's one of the things that's a little funny. I'm not crazy about it, but you can go right there, and I can click there, and I can say to click inside of it, and we'll call that one the over the shoulder. And it doesn't really need a subtitle there, so I'll just get rid of that. And there we go. And so now we have titles on that. One of the other things I'll add finally is you can put transitions in there. And that little red dot, by the way, incidentally, all these things that you're looking at are called tracks. And so you'll see that I now have 2 tracks. You could add another video on top of that. You could add, in this case, you see the little red dot is the title that's showing there. So I want you to title all your clips so you know what shots are which, because you're going to be using those a lot. And I'm going to make that go away, and I'm going to make that go away. What's that button do? That's for changing your aspect ratio. Our aspect ratio is whether it's a vertical or horizontal. I ask in this video, especially this video, and a lot of other ones, shoot horizontally with your phone. And I say that because of the fact that if you're not shooting horizontally, I mean, most of the time, your television probably is a horizontal. Now, I do know that there's social media platforms and they're vertical formats, and that's all right. Maybe I'll give you an assignment later on down the road where you were specifically shooting for a social media format, and that's okay. But for this one, try and shoot everything horizontally. Last thing I want to show you is that you can put a transition. What is a transition? A transition is a change from one clip to another. So if I click right in, right, moving my clothing right there, and I'll put a transition in right there, and I can say put a cross dissolve in there, and let's see if I put a cross dissolve in there. So now if I roll back, yeah, see how it kind of faded from one clip to another. Cross dissolves are the most common of transitions, and it kind of denotes a change from one place to another, or a change in time. Let's go ahead and try one more. We'll put it all the way at the end. It's a nice way to end your shot by putting a dip to black on that. And a dip to black, you'll notice as we watch this. We'll sit there and watch it, and you see then it just slowly fades down to black. Now that didn't play very well. I think it just kind of glitched a little bit. That's what you'll do, is you'll just put a, oops, I bet I can then, if it does mess up, incidentally. I can undo it, and I think it put 2 of them in there on it. Yeah, it didn't look like it really did it very well. Oops. And I'll try that again. Dip to black. There we go. It's a little glitchy, but that's basically how you would do it. And I would keep trying some other ones. There's some other ones that are in there. But that's essentially what you are going to do. Okay? I am going to pause this one here. You're going to then need to finish it. And the way you'll finish it is ready to export. Exporting saves this video to your camera roll. And then I will do, you can look at your quality settings. I'll just leave it at the 1080p match frame rate or 1080p 30 frames a second, because American television is 30 frames a second. We'll talk a lot about that in the future, but American television shoots approximately 30 frames a second every time there's 30 pictures that are happening. If we spend a lot of time talking about these cameras here, I'll explain frame rates and aspect ratios and all of that important stuff. Anyways, for now, we'll just do this. And so it's 1920 by 1080, which is high def. It's not 4K, but it's high def. And then I'm going to go export, and it's going to go to my film roll, as it said. It says it's rendering it right now. Don't close Rush or lock your device. It's doing this. It should take a few minutes, depending on how long it is. You'll see it's rendering it. Rendering it means it's turning in from a series of little pictures all the way into one now continuous video. It's putting it all together for us. And there we go. And it's asking, hey, would you like to put it on any of these social media platforms? And so, yeah, as you start making things, you'll be able to put it on your social media platform. That'll be awfully cool. But right now I have it on my, I have it here, and you see that there it is. There's a finished video. One of the other things I didn't show you is how we can actually, I'm going to go ahead and close this, is how to color grade it. So let me go back and add that one little thing to this instructional thing, because notice how this clip is a little bit underexposed. Now on your camera, you aren't as, it's not as readily available to set your exposure on your camera phone as it is on these cameras here, which are designed for doing that. But what you can do is when you click on this clip, I can click on color, and I can say, I can make it look, see there's a bunch of presets that are already in here, which can kind of make it look sort of cool. What happens if I do that? Kind of brighten it up a little bit. I like that. You can also click then on that, and hey, I need to raise that exposure up a little bit. That was cool. That one looks pretty good. See, I can change the exposure just a little bit, and the contrast, I'm gonna add just a touch of contrast. There we go. And then I would do that to all of my clips. And you see, like already when I look at this, hello again. When I look at all this, that looks better. So I would re-export this. Okay, but I won't take time to do that. That's how we edit on our phone using Adobe Premiere Rush. I will send you some assets which are going to help you. We're going to dig even deeper from Penn State, and it'll be really very nice. Okay, so that's how to edit on Premiere Rush. My doggy's telling me that somebody's hungry and it's doggy dinner time, so I gotta go.